This is the homework video for 10/24 Tuesday. This is lesson 9, number 3 in your homework packet. Remember, if you haven't given it your best shot, then turn the video off right now and give it a good try, at least 15 minutes before you watch the video. As you're watching, remember that you can pause and re-watch and listen to parts that you didn't understand. So I am supposed to graph these points, which are all solutions to the equation 2x plus 2y equals 24. They're solutions to this equation, which means that they lie on the line of 2x plus 2y equals 24. I'm supposed to graph those points and sketch the line. Now, in order to graph, I have to decide what I'm going to count by on the x-axis and the y-axis. The x-axis is the horizontal axis. So the x numbers are 4, 2, and 5, and they're not very big. And so on the x-axis, I'm going to go from 0 to 10, and I'm going to count by ones. The y numbers are 8, 10, and 7, and the highest one is 10. So this time I'm going to go 0 to 12, and I'm going to count by 1. I like to go a little past the highest y number. Okay, here's the graph. So here's my x-axis, which I'm labeling as length. Here's my y-axis, which I'm labeling as width. And even though I'm numbering by 2's, I'm counting by 1's. This is 1, 2, 3, and so on. So for my points, I went over 2 and up 10. That's right here, 2, 10, over 2 and up 10. I went over 4 and up 8. And I also went over 5 and up 7. That's this point. And then you want to use a ruler to make sure that you're putting in a straight line. The next question says, what is the slope of the line that you graphed, and what does the slope tell you about the relationship between lengths and widths of rectangles with a perimeter of 24? That, by the way, tells me that x is lengths and y is widths in this equation. Okay, to find the slope, I put in a slope triangle. You can put a slope triangle in all kinds of places, so it doesn't have to be here. It could be even just a tiny one here to here. My rise is going down 3, and my run is going over 1. And negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1, and therefore the slope is negative 1. I wrote the equation for this one because we've been working on equations a lot. In slope-intercept form, I know that the y-intercept is 24. I know that because if you tried to make a rectangle with a perimeter of 24, that the longest possible length you could have would be 24. But that would mean that your width was 0. Actually, your longest possible length would be 24, but it wouldn't really be a rectangle. So your width for that would be 0. So 0, 24. And then you're subtracting 1 every time, and that just means that as the length increases by 1, the width is decreasing by 1 every time. You can write the equation either way, notice. Okay, and that's it. Homework just a little less than 4 minutes. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.